Happy spooky month, So Rude, besties.
And welcome to
So Rude.
Is it the first episode we're doing in October?
No, I think it's the second, but I'm feeling the spook.
Yeah.
It's coming to me.
We kind of did blasphemy and didn't dress up the first episode of October, but this is the second one.
If you know anything about us, we do dress up multiple times a year.
And
so
Halloween.
literally we're having a meeting after this pod episode to finalize our outfits for this year. Coming in hot though, we must talk about
Today I'm here with Crazy Eyes himself, Dion Yorkie.
Crazy Eyes.
Crazy Eyes.
Do your best impression of her walking down the stairs.
Well, introduce me first.
Okay, so and I am with, of course, the one, the only, Angela.
Hi, Julie. Hi. I would have won this game. Oh, Chemo, my love. I love him.
That was really good. I loved the chemo, my love was intonation on point. Was really good for a low budget film.
To the friends that came up to see me last night, that was some great acting for a budget film production.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, Crazy Eyes.
Is she talking to me?
MJ, you can do better.
What did I do, bro? Like, what did I do? Seriously?
Oh, don't pretend, Crazy Eyes, with your crazy eye.
You're a cop. Can't you do something about this, bro?
Y'all, if you don't know, we were just reenacted.
Yeah, I didn't.
Big Brother episode 1.
Obviously, I didn't memorize Matt's lines because that's
Matt
not the.
didn't have any lines.
I'm a side character. Like if I walk away too far from Angela, I fade. I disappear from existence.
Yeah.
And I really do think that I slayed his Crazy Eyes because how does one do a Crazy Eyes costume? Like this.
Yeah, exactly.
Initially, I had them lower, like tucked into my sweatpants, but you wouldn't see them on camera, so I raised them up, and
it does give Crazy Eyes.
Yeah,
you've got the muscle, you've got the fuckboy
Thank
vibes.
you. I was gonna, do the hat, but I didn't want to vibe with my hair.
No.
But we're doing it.
I feel like we're gonna have to do some role play after this.
Oh, I'm into it.
Okay.
Angela, we were saying Angela would be literally dom top in the bedroom. She would pin you down, put her foot on your chest, and be like, "Listen, I'm winning this comp," and you'd be like, "Yes, Angela."
No, I wish I had like a little blonde wig to fully match Angela.
So maybe we'll do a part 2.
Yeah, this is like the low effort first day.
But I got it. Like I walked downstairs,
costume.
I was in the tank, and I look at Sebb. I go, "Hi, Angela."
Yeah,
it's the blue tank makes it, and like we love it's the
blue shirt.
We are in Angela core. Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
the lore.
A little bit lore behind this shirt for Angela. So okay, watch Big Brother. See this new season, just the parts that Angela's in.
Yeah.
And every time she wore a shirt that was just like this, she would get the veto and she would be saved from being nominated and evicted.
And it was like an anomaly because she's such an absurd character.
Yeah.
You think they would want her out, but they used her as a pawn in the game.
They saved her so many times.
Yeah, she had a very good strategy of her own. I love.
So that's why I wore
the dynamic of the season.
Angela fit.
You're captivating
and
it.
then Dion wore the Crazy Eyes.
I come downstairs, I'm like, wait. Should I get the Crazy Eyes?
Like,
we just cleaned out our garage, and it was so satisfying. Half our garage, we have like a fairly big sized garage, and we used to put the car in there for winter.
How big?
Oh, well, let's just say you could back up 2 trucks in there.
Oh, well, people say that, but I don't think so.
No, but I like to put our car in there in the winter to keep the car nice and preserved from the snow, and so I'm clearing it out, and it was so therapeutic. I had to mention it because just ripping out all the trash and being like, this has got to go. Things that have sat in our life for 9 years. Basically, I found things from when we started dating. So it's crazy.
What did you find?
Dildos.
Well, no, we did have that. We had that busted drawers thing from IKEA that we had in our first apartment that Latte would sleep in.
Yes.
And then we still had it in our garage because we tried to sell it. One time we did a garage sale, but garage sales here in Canada, I guess everybody everyone just pays dollars or $2.
We tried selling this table that was pretty cute for $5, and people were like 50 cents.
Yeah, we had when we organized this garage sale, I was like, okay, this is worth $20, this is $50, but no, people were just here coming with coins. I mean, anything for 10 cents. I'm like, girl, in this economy,
please,
you think I'm gonna be selling things for 10 cents?
No. So no. Like I said, we do costumes every year. We've had a past like with makeup, costuming, drag, all sorts. So we have all sorts of like creative stuff in our garage. So I just run in there and I knew I had these giant
crazy
eyes, and I was like, you know what? We'll see what we can do, and here we are.
We love to see it.
Speaking of, since we're already talking about it, what do you think? Spoiler head alert for this week of Big Brother. So the HOH was won by Chelsea, and then the veto was won by Mackenzie. So who do you think Mackenzie's going to take to final 3? Because it's really up to her. Rubina or Cam?
I feel like she would be smart to bring Rubina. Because Cam is just so boring. I hate Cam. He's nice to look at.
Right.
But that's it.
I think it's like points in Mackenzie's favor if she takes Rubina.
Yeah, and also it'd be like all women cast.
Exactly.
Final 3.
Yeah. Like it's a good energy. So I'm hoping for that. And then if that happens, who do you see winning?
I think Chelsea would win.
All around?
I think so, because she's just like a mastermind, and like they didn't see that coming. Like Mackenzie didn't realize that Chelsea was like such a mastermind, I guess, so she kept working with her.
Right.
But it's like for Chelsea, Mackenzie's just a little tool.
Because in the end, Chelsea does have more HOH wins. Mackenzie has a lot, but Chelsea has 4, I think. Mackenzie has 3. I might be wrong.
And
the only thing is like
a lot of the moves and everything were behind Chelsea.
Right. If Mackenzie or Rubina win the final HOH and don't take her to the end, then obviously that's really the only way.
Yeah.
That one of the other two win it. I agree.
Well, let's be honest. I don't think Rubina's gonna win it.
No, okay. Imagine Rubina and Mackenzie, because like you said, T-Core and Chemo already maybe gonna be like, I'm voting for Rubina. She made it to the end. I'm so proud of her.
Yeah.
So what if Rubina could swing, like you said, Leah and Angela?
No, but I'm saying I don't think Rubina would win the competition.
But that's if she could swing Leah and Angela vote.
No, the competition
out of bitterness towards Mackenzie, they don't vote for her.
But that's be 4 in the votes, like to be in the final 2, I don't think Rubina could win that.
No. Oh, the final HOH.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll be shocked if she wins final HOH.
Yeah.
Me too.
Because I don't think Mackenzie would bring Rubina.
Right. Oh, who do you think Rubina would bring if she won?
Rubina would bring Mackenzie. Because she'd be stupid to bring Chelsea.
Exactly.
And then I don't think Mackenzie would bring Rubina.
But she should, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because if she brings Chelsea, she's not going to win.
Yeah, no. She has more of a chance of winning against Rubina.
Yeah, I do agree.
Because also Chelsea, people keep saying that Chelsea works at a church or something. So she's like really good with her words.
Chelsea, I've just throughout the season known that like she is incredibly smart.
Yeah, so I think for the final speeches, Mackenzie would be like, da da da, and Chelsea would be like, la da da dee do da.
Oh yeah, like walk circles, because it is really about like your people skills in that final moment, like the public speaking of it all almost.
And Mackenzie would be like.
The reference to the Canadian one you showed me the other day. It was who was it? Was it April
iconic.
Against someone? I think her name was. Maybe I'm wrong.
I
think I'm very wrong. Anyway, so that's that about Big Brother. We got lots to talk about today.
What are you drinking today?
I'm sick. If you can't tell by my voice, still been battling like a cold for a week.
Yeah, we've been sick for ages, y'all.
So I have a nice mango cold smoothie moment, and I got some backup water and like herbal remedies in case, as you can see, my voice is going. What are you drinking?
I'm just a regular latte. It's not sweetened or anything, so it kind of tastes like ass water, but I'm into it.
Honestly, ass water is probably the best thing you could have when it comes to a spooky month. Like imagine you like open up, like a lemonade stand, but you open up like a little cafecito and it's like spooky names like ass water, sewage leakage.
Ew, I don't think people would be into that.
But they're all tasty caffeinated drinks. Girl, you people and your caffeine, don't even lie. If it says caffeine, you're running into it. The wall is being ran into. The can, which they do in the short stops and whatnot, could look like poison monster, and you would crack that shit open. Red Bull.
No, because I only drink caffeine from coffee, like natural caffeine. I don't like Red Bull or Monsters.
Tell me that again, straight face.
I only drink coffee from caffeine from coffee. I don't drink Monsters or those things.
Call me crazy eyes, but I think that's a lie.
Why is that a lie?
McCafe, Starbucks packaged ones. I've seen you had instant
That's coffee.
You're talking.
I literally just said nonsense. I only drink caffeine from coffee. You said brands of coffee.
No, Four Loko.
That's for alcohol purposes, not for caffeine.
Espresso martinis.
That's alcohol. That's coffee and alcohol.
Yeah, it's basically a Red Bull.
No.
Yeah.
A Red Bull is like taurine or that thing.
Taurine.
It's like different.
Oh my god, that's a good drag name. Red Bull Taurine.
Red Bull Taurine.
Is it? I don't know. I think taurine's really dangerous, actually.
Red Bull, yeah.
Allegedly. Okay, so we're gonna get into. I think we should start with our anniversary.
Oh.
Or is there anything you wanted to pop in?
Yeah, it was our anniversary.
Yay. So you could check out the vlog on my channel, but honestly, like I have little stories. So where do you want to start?
Well, it's our anniversary for wedding, because y'all are gonna be like, wait, wasn't your anniversary last month? No, bitch. Today, look.
So we celebrate the day we started dating every year.
Yeah,
so that was just
September
9 years.
7th.
And then September 7th,
October 7th is our wedding anniversary.
And it was a beautiful day.
Which is wild to think. It just hit me all at once. Like, I was like, oh, wait, it's tomorrow. Like, tomorrow will be a year since we got married.
Well, it's been the year we were talking about, like, just in our relationship, how much we've grown in this year.
Yeah.
And that's been really huge because, I don't know, through traveling the world together and through also like asking ourselves kind of every day this year, like, where are we in our relationship, what we want for our future. I think we're like in like a very like rapid growth pace. So it's, yeah, like we said, weird because the year leading up to your wedding, you feel so rushed. You feel so like, oh my God, like what's going on? But like everything goes by almost like slowly. And then afterwards, like it's like
every day,
everything's so fast.
Every day last year, we were like doing something related to the wedding or like organizing or like wedding drama moments. Mm-hmm. So it was like all very like, okay, it's like building up to this event.
And the event kept feeling further away, even though it got closer.
And then the event comes by, the day is magical. And then you're like finally breathing. You're like, okay, now I can focus on everything and like take a second. But then it's, I mean,
even like at the event, like I think that's what we accomplished. We wanted it to be like we can breathe on the day, which was nice because I'd never felt like didn't feel stressed on the day.
Yeah, me neither.
I was really like present in us more than I thought I ever would be able to be.
Yeah, because it was great, like the wedding planning team that we had, like they were such professionals.
Yeah, like we were very privileged.
The morning after, like, so this is your personal assistance of the day. We're like oh shit,
such a beautiful day. Like it's wild. Like every moment from the second we woke up.
I know,
crazy.
And then because even like we had like your mom's eye situation the day of the wedding, and like we didn't even get stressed about that because there was like people helping her.
Which, like, flashback, we've talked about this probably in other episodes, but my mom got some nail glue in her eye thinking it was eye drops at 6 a.m. like the day before our wedding.
Yeah.
And I had to go rush to the hospital with her.
The day that we had the pre-party, and we were like, what is going on? Yeah, but wild. Even like that was
what you were saying?
Yeah, that was like the most stressful thing that we had. But then like the wedding team was like, okay, we got you. We'll help you out. Don't worry. Like they figured it all out. They took her back and forth from the hospital and everything.
Amazing. Thank you so much to everyone, honestly, because like the magic of that day was protected.
Yeah. And then like during the event, I just like, I feel like we managed to just stay focused on like the moments, the present.
Yeah.
And yeah, what was your favorite memory to look back at now 1 year in?
From the whole year, our honeymoon, everything,
well,
the wedding day.
Let's start with the wedding day.
Yeah, I'm like, that's a lot.
Let's start with the pre-party.
It's been easily like the best year ever.
Oh,
I love you.
And there's better yet to come.
Yes, exactly. You were
like,
saying
what
so
was
on the day.
Your favorite memory to look back on from the pre-party.
The pre-party then I'm gonna have to say like, oh my God, how do you pick a moment? You start. Do you have one in mind?
For the pre-party, I think like when we arrived to the
saw everyone,
and I was like, wait, that's not our group. And then they're all like, what? And I was like, oh shit, like everyone came.
Yeah.
Because I feel like when you're doing a wedding, especially like like kind of destination
You're
wedding.
like, okay, literally no one's gonna show.
Yeah, you're like, okay, there'll be 5 people, like 7
Yeah.
maybe. But then like everyone was just so excited to be there, and you're like, oh, so like feeling all the love just from like the first second in. I was like, shit, bitch, I'm about to
Yeah.
cry.
No, that was so special, and like the pure joy on everyone's face. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, like we can breathe and let this weekend be what it's about.
Mhm.
Celebrating
It was, like, a
our
great
love and like
start.
celebrating everyone we love. That's what was the best part. Like you really just like, wow, like look at the life I have, the people I know. Like I'm so blessed to like, you know, just live in this moment with these people.
Yeah, because we were like celebrating our love, but also the love that was around us.
Yeah, especially
kinda,
after the
like,
pandemic.
made
I think that made
our-
it more heightened.
Yeah, and it was like celebrating all the love around us that made our love story so strong, because it's like without everyone that was around us, like our love wouldn't be the same, because we were like I learned from the love around me, you learned from the love around you how to give love,
Yeah,
and that's how we gave each other love, and that's what made us fall in love with each other.
exactly. Like we were
So
saying,
beautiful.
in Heartstopper, it's that way, right? Like
Oh,
everyone.
we're gonna talk about that.
I'm talking about it right now, girl. Heartstopper is like so sentimental in that way that it teaches people like these healthy relationship ideals, and like it's really, you have to take a step back and think of how lucky we are to have had those like representations in our life, because obviously like a lot of people don't experience that, and that there needs to be more of that like in the world, like just like the idea of like you can have a healthy good relationship and that's what you deserve, because like people I think sometimes accept less than what they deserve because what they're seeing in the media or whatever, what they see around them is like normalized for that.
Well, I think people also like sometimes accept less than they deserve because they think there's not better for them
Exactly.
out there.
So it's
And
cool
it's
to
like,
on the day of my wedding, like, I feel
girl.
like we felt that in people even coming up to us and be like, I can feel the love here today. And it's like, wow, like love in that sense, like it's so powerful. You don't really ever look at it that way, but the like representation of love like that you see affects like your whole life.
True. Well, yeah, because it's like what you base it on.
Yeah.
Wow, so beautiful. I love you.
I love you. And that's why like when we create a show, like you think about shows like Heartstopper as for inspiration, like what, not only what do you want to create, but like what do you want it, like if it can have a positive effect on the world without it being like, you know, cheesy, like this show is to help the world. Like Heartstopper does that really well.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I hate, absolutely despise Heartstopper. Because it makes me bust into tears all the time.
Yeah, this season has been very hard to watch.
I
as far as,
cannot
like,
watch it with a dry eye.
it's just, you know, it's important to talk about these things and people like, you know, resonate so much with these stories that aren't shown often. But it is so like powerful how they captured the moment, and like you just can't help but bawl.
I know, like, cause since it started, like when the first season came out, I was like into it already, cause it's like a cute queer love story, and like I feel like it was giving a lot of like queer people that were past high school. It was giving them that experience of the high school love that they didn't really get.
Exactly.
Because I feel like a lot of queer people still don't get like that high school love. Because it's like so many people are like still in the closet, it's still not accepted.
Yeah,
There's
like it's
bullying and everything.
I was thinking the other day how the trauma like lasts so long, right? Like you think about like things you experience as a queer person in school way later in life. Like now over a decade later, I'm like, wow, like these things happen to me. They still like perpetuate sort of like the walls I put up in ways and stuff. And it's like, yeah, you think like hopefully these kind of shows will help that, not like help make a better option for schools in the future. Because like, yeah, you look back at kids now and you're like, oh my God, like hopefully it's a little different.
I know. I feel like it is.
Yeah, because there is so much more TV about it.
Like it's much more open now. Like people are like talking about it more, like asking about it. Because like when we were in middle school and like baby school, is that middle school? Like
Yeah,
when
it just
people would
wasn't
come and be like, "Can I ask you a
the-
question?
Yeah,
Are you gay?"
literally.
But now I feel like it's more like, "Oh, you're gay. Oh, that's cool." Hopefully, I don't know. I think it is.
Yeah, obviously there's
In some
still bullies.
places.
Obviously there's still
Yeah.
yeah, but I think general acceptance is growing.
And
And
bullies
like education
can always
is what
eat
matters,
my
right?
ass.
Yeah, like teach. It's cool that kids teach each other now. Like
Yeah.
you'll see it, you'll hear it, like kids being like, "Oh, I was just wondering what your pronouns are," like literally asking an adult, and you're like, "That's wild."
Yeah.
So that kind of like optimism around like people being more open minded is a good thing. So I think like it's probably not as bad.
Yeah, no. And then, but now, flash forward to now in this season of Heartstopper, we see like so many like first times, like that they're like experimenting with, like first time like talking about mental health with other people, first time getting intimate, all those, first time saying I love you, and it's like such good, like I feel like examples to have on a show, because they make it like a lot of people are like, oh, it's so cringe, it's so like, what was that word, it's so corny. They're saying that, but it's like, no, because it's like, it's not, it's obviously meant for like younger people, and like them seeing like people in high school like experiment with all these things and all these talks is so like, I feel like it makes changes in a positive way.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be anything than what it's trying to be.
Yeah.
And when something knows what it is at its core creatively, like that's a good thing. So if you want to watch something that's less, whatever you're saying, like cringy or whatever, corny, then go watch something else.
And it's like, what?
Because it like does serve a purpose, and Heartstopper like brings a tear to your eye for a reason. Like at the end of the day, I don't know, if you can captivate like the mundane things that matter, then it's still cool to see. Not everything has to like be like very like extreme.
And it's like, I don't think it's corny, because I think it's like just like real.
Exactly.
Like it's like conversations you wish you could have had.
Yeah, like I felt like watch it, and especially because it's like British, and like literally I grew up in England. I'm like, it is so, like you said, therapeutic to like be like, huh, life could have been like a little bit more like that for a queer person.
Yeah,
up.
like if you just have the conversations, like the harsh conversations.
And it's like same with the like mental health stuff. People are like, it's shows in the show like the uncle or someone being like, oh,
did they have you in a straitjacket?
Yeah, and then the cousin saying like, oh, like stuff about calling them crazy, and like these stigmas around mental health, at least now, are discussed. Like I think like generally, if you heard the word, someone has like anxiety, for example, or like OCD, like 10 years ago, the reaction was like purely stigmatized. But now that's like way different. Like now I think like everyone at least a little bit knows that like these are actual like mental health, like these things exist.
No, yeah, literally like the talks and everything, because it shows you like different points of views, like from parents and everything, because you're like, oh, like the mom is just scared about her son. And then I love from when there was this one scene when the mom is like, sorry, I kind of like saw myself turning into my mom, and like how she would get angry at myself, at me for blah blah blah. And I was like, shit, bitch, like even the grown-ups are having coming of age moments in the show. Too good. Too good.
Very cutesy.
But yeah, since this season dives into all the firsts, do you remember what our first date was?
Tell the people while I get my lozenge.
Well, official date or impromptu date or long distance date?
I don't know. Like I would say our first date was when we got the Four Locos.
Yeah, so that was the first impromptu date. When we were like, oh, let's go get Four Locos. And we were walking very cute in the middle of the night. Well, no, because one time we walked to CVS to get the things for your video. But that wasn't a date. Well, it could have been a date.
What, like the pickle and everything?
Yeah, when we went to get like the pickle, the things that we were supposed to, it was like, what's in my mouth challenge.
I don't know if that was a date.
It could have been a work date. But no, the first date we had was like getting Four Locos and just chatting and sitting by a parking lot.
Yeah, definitely.
Looking at the stars.
So cute.
But then we also had like a first long distance date. That was when we were like kind of watching a movie through FaceTime.
What movie?
Do you remember what movie it was?
Probably not.
It was with Anne Hathaway.
13 going on 30.
No, it's called One Day. It's very sad. Remember it?
Yeah, why did we pick that one?
I don't know, but there's was one scene that I remember in my mind that she's like
Oh, now I remember.
biking, and then I don't know where she gets hit by a car. And it's like, oh, is that type of movie?
Oh my god, that's crazy. It's all coming back to me actually. Like, I was watching it on the laptop.
And you're like,
I'm like, this is sad.
and I had already seen
it
it.
was. Oh, that's annoying.
What? Well, because
You know
I've
I
seen
hate
all
that.
movies.
Yeah, you've seen everything.
But then our first date in person first dates in person was when we went to Olive Garden, when we first saw each other again in Washington, D.C.
Now I want Olive Garden. Yeah, that was really cute. And what do you remember about that besides eating the food?
I got a tour of Italy because I wasn't vegan at the time.
I did as well. Well, like, I always just get what you get.
True.
From the start.
Yeah.
Did you always know I was just like down to eat whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty clear. But the best part about that was staying in that beautiful hotel.
I know, but that was literally because we had our first date after the first time that you almost saw me faint.
Mm-hmm.
Remember?
Yeah, you almost passed out in the shower.
Ah!
So basically, we were having sex.
Yeah, it was the first time meeting each other
And-
after meeting in LA. So a month had gone by. We had been FaceTiming non-stop.
Yeah, it wasn't our first time having sex.
No. But it was the first time having sex after realizing that we really liked each other and we could have started to date soon.
Yeah. And then we got in the shower and it was like super, super steamy. Like you basically couldn't even see each other by the point we were, and then Seb goes, oh my God, I think I'm going to pass out.
I'm like, because
So-
at first I was like this. I was like, and I was like, I don't know what's going on. And I was like, I think I can make it. And then I go, oh wait, I think I'm gonna pass out. I should probably say something.
I'm like opening the shower door. We get out, like open the bathroom door so all the steam lets out. I'm like, are you okay? You're like, yeah. You didn't actually pass out, so that was good.
I'm like sitting in bed, and Dion goes, here, have some water. He goes to the mini bar. He
What's wrong with the
grabs
mini bar?
our water from the mini bar.
You were feeling
And
faint.
my Latino ass goes, not from the mini bar. That's gonna be like $80. And you're like, here, have some water. I'm like
$350 for your life is okay, sweetie.
well, because every time we travel with my parents, my dad would be like, don't get the mini bar. It's so much more expensive.
That's me now, yeah.
So then it was literally the first time I had something from the mini bar. I was like,
First of all, like it was basically our first, official whole day together.
yeah.
So obviously I wasn't gonna just be like,
Watch me die.
the water's too expensive.
You're like, you good?
Maybe open a window. Stick your head out the window. I'm like, breathe. No. And then you were fine. You bounced back quick.
Yeah. Then I was like, pull it together. I'm good.
Did we continue? I don't think we did.
No, I think we went to get food because I was also really
Yeah.
hungry.
I was like, you look a little pale. Sushi, how you feeling?
No, we went to get Olive Garden.
And then sushi later that night?
no.
When did we do walk and roll?
Oh, that was like 2 days later. Our
Okay.
first time going to karaoke.
But did we start dating that
together.
day?
No, we started dating after Playlist. It was like towards the last days. I think it was the second to last day that we were in Washington
Okay.
that we made it like official. Oh yeah, the second to last, because then we went to Target to get things to make like a Twister video with paint.
Yeah, I
remember?
remember.
And like all those things.
So we weren't official at that point?
When I fainted, no.
No, at the Twister game.
Yeah, the Twister, yeah. That was like right afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
We were like, we're
after.
official, and we're like, okay, boyfriend tag. So cute. Because I always wanted to do a boyfriend tag. And I was like, well, I have a boyfriend now. Let's do it.
You're so cute. Yeah, that was really fun. And like, We have so many videos to look back on. It's insane.
But yeah, it's so cute because I feel like we got to do so many firsts together. Well, I guess every couple does.
Yeah.
But
Fair
like, yeah, like I feel like it brought back that like magic that I felt while watching Heartstopper. It's like, wow, like we got to do all these little things. It's so cute.
Do.
Yeah, because it's like nice to find a healthy relationship that you can be like,
Hey, I want to do this.
yeah, like have open conversations and everything.
Yeah, really, that's the like thing. No, like if I'm like, hey, Seb, I want you to fist me. For example, this has not happened.
I'm not gonna be like,
I'm not.
what? But I'll be like, okay, talk to me about it. And
Yeah.
I'll be like,
okay, so like, I want something wider up my asshole. What are we gonna do about it? Right? And then what would you say?
And then I'd be like, okay, maybe I can get like the Hulk.
Okay, we're getting
what's it called?
You didn't even want to like warm me up. No training. This is why we're gonna have a whole episode on anal sex.
I'm like, maybe we can get the Hulk glove and just like use that. Would that be enough? And you'd be like, oh, that's too big. I'm like, okay, I can get
showing me you're open to like showing me your boundary immediately. That's great because then I'm like, okay, he doesn't want to use his own hand.
Yeah,
he wants to use he wants to use a toy.
Yeah,
and then I'll say, oh, okay, well, I actually see. There's this one toy. It's an octopus.
Fistopolis.
An octopus tentacle.
Oh, I'll be like,
very
okay.
thick. Starts kind of thin, goes thicker.
But it's also fair if I'd be like, oh, that's not really my style.
Exactly. And
so
then I would go, well, then maybe this is something I would do on my own time.
Yeah, and I'd be like, sure.
And then I would do it on my own time. And you know what? That is a beautiful, healthy conversation.
No, yeah, literally, it's about like having those conversations. Because if you never talk about it, it's kind of, it becomes so toxic. And we watched a movie yesterday.
Sorry, y'all. I am powering through for all of you, but I am sick.
We watched a movie yesterday called It's What's Inside. It's really good. It's like thriller, scary movie, but it literally touches those themes about like relationships not having that conversations.
Yeah, we really enjoyed it because after watching The Substance, we walked out of the theater and we're like, this movie is like, just like so. You could tell the passion was there, which I feel like a lot of scary movies have missed lately. But then with this, It's What's Inside was similar. Like you could tell they really went for it.
Yeah, it was like weird. I've never seen it before. The way it was made was good. We were confused for a second.
Like I do wish the name tag stayed on them all the time.
Because it's like in the movie they have this like little game that makes your mind go to other people's bodies,
like Freaky Friday.
So they're like playing a game like a group of friends and they're like all switching minds in their bodies. So for a second you're like, wait, who's who? I
guess that's a part of the fun of it.
Yeah, because you're like, wait, oh, this is that person, this is that person. But there was one couple there that like the girl was trying to like have a conversation with her boyfriend about like what he likes, why he's not having sex with her, like everything, and he's just like closed off because he's just not being honest that he likes her friend and not her. And it's like, girl, if you're just honest, it could all be fixed.
Yeah, like it's not that complicated.
But it's something about straight men, and I'm not one to just simply hate on straight men, but I will take the opportunity to do it.
Oh, now's the time.
It's hate on straight man o'clock. No, like literally, it's like, girl, just be honest and don't be afraid to commit. Because I feel like a lot of these straight men are not committing because they think there's better for them coming. But it's like, honey.
And don't play the games either, like all innocent. Like,
yeah,
communication is really important because when you start playing like the innocent card and not taking accountability for what you're doing, when you don't take accountability, you don't talk about it. I mean, when you don't do that, then you just manifest bullshit. Like in this movie, he looks at her and he's like, "Oh, I'm really just like, I swear I'm not watching your other freaking influencer best friend online and fapping to her."
Yeah, he was fapping.
He was
fapping. He was fapping to his girlfriend's best friend's Instagram profile.
Yeah, like, fapping to the TikTok star who he knows.
And she caught him. And he goes, "Oh, Oh, I'm just doing some work.
Like,
Girl, that's not work.
we saw the blanket.
We saw the blanket moving up and down, up and down, up and down.
She's walking in a
wig.
lingerie and a wig.
That looks
and
like
you're
going to
have the audacity to look at her and go, can I help you?
Yeah.
And you guys are meant to be in a monogamous relationship here. See, this is where you've seen it's a case where the communication has fell off.
Yeah, it is a case where the communication has fell off.
And we need to bring it back.
No, and like we see these cases all the time, don't we?
Yes.
We see them all the time.
And what do we say about them?
We always tell our girlies, drop them dead.
Drop
them.
First, talk.
Dead ass.
Like dead ass. If the man can't talk, then you walk.
Yeah, exactly.
And if the man can't talk and you walk and your heels break, you keep walking.
And if the man can't fuck, you walk.
You walk. And if the man tell you to wear a heel and you don't want to wear a heel, you walk.
You walk without the heels.
Without the fucking heels.
No, but really, like. People that are into straight men, I feel for you. If there's an option for you to be into girls, gays, theys, or thems, be open to that.
That is option number one. And in that educational
moment,
because we hear some
horror stories.
We have to educate the girls, educate the ghouls, the ghouls. Educate everyone here on that. Education is important.
Yeah, if you
can sit down with if you have like the manses of your dreams right there, but he's just not clocking in. Something is just not. He's not registering with what you're trying to lay down. Lay down some lessons.
Yeah.
Here's what you're gonna do. You can go out and do this and do this and do this, and you're gonna learn these life experiences, and it's gonna better our relationship. What do you think? And if there's no response, run.
Yeah, like, because they're literally down to waste everyone's time.
No, literally, I ask them all the time, like, I want you to tell me what your dreams are and where you want to be, what you're doing. Keep me updated, you know? Because I want to be on my toes as a person. I don't want to be comfortable. I want to be cutesy. I want to evolve myself in our relationship, yourself. These things only happen through communication.
Exactly.
Period.
And that was it brings me back to Heartstopper.
Full circle.
Because there's like towards the last episode when he's like,
which I was so sick I fell asleep on Sebb's chest.
You fell asleep.
So I have to finish it because all I heard was Sebb. His heart started beating really fast for some reason. I don't know why his heart was beating so fast.
Oh no, I was talking about the sad scene.
I know.
Well, not the sad scene. It's like Nick is going to university, but he's scared to leave Charlie alone. And then Charlie's talking to his therapist about it.
Okay.
And then they're like, well, you're not just your relationship, you're your own person too.
Which is what his friends were saying. Like,
yeah, it's like you can have and love your relationship forever, but you also have your relationship with yourself.
Exactly.
And then like I feel like they both like needed to hear that, because it's like it doesn't mean that you love your partner less if you put what you want first as well.
Well, you have, like, at the end of the day, you're on your own, kid.
Yeah, you're on your own, kid.
You have to ask yourself, what do you want out of life? You only get one life.
Uh-huh.
And I think that's where, like, it's just, you got to embrace change in your relationship, in your life together, and learn how to do that. What does that look like for you?
Yeah, you have to find someone that wants to grow with you, but also individually.
Yeah. Yes.
And be like, and you're okay with growing at the same time. Sometimes it's gonna be like it's like a tree, and sometimes the branches go like this, and sometimes they go like this and like this, but they keep growing.
And by helping each other grow, you learn from each other.
Yeah, and then you're like, oh wait, I'm growing because you're growing. Wow.
Yeah, it's like really cool. Like I feel like through, like, for example, with education, just like if there's something you want to learn new by watching videos about it online, you hear advice from people in that field, and your brain grows in that same way. Like it's like you see the world suddenly in a new way just from hearing someone else's perspective. And it's the same in relationships. Like you hear your partner's perspective, and then you're like, wait, so I was thinking about this all wrong. And then you can like sort of grow together by shifting your perspective, I guess.
Yeah, like because you're like you're getting different points of views.
Exactly.
Wow.
Heartstopper,
you did it again.
And I think maybe that's why we are celebrating our first wedding anniversary, because we are good at communication.
I know. I love you. Yeah, I feel like that's what I always say. Like people are like, what's your biggest tip for relationship? Is like communication, bitch.
24/7. And to celebrate the communication, we hung off of the edge of the freaking CN Tower, bitch.
Yeah. So
And
2 days before our anniversary, Dion is like,
what a moment.
do you wanna go walk on top of the CN Tower? Like, I don't know how to explain it.
Okay, it's called the CN Tower Edge Walk, and you can check out my vlog. I just posted on it of us doing it. And so if you want to learn what it's about, but essentially you're hanging about 1,300 or 1,600 feet in the air off of the CN Tower by a little rope holding you.
Which is higher than the Eiffel Tower.
Hi, it's wild. And you can see, like, I talked about it more in the other video, so I won't say too much. But what I wanted to say is, like, I have a story, but also just being up there, like, when your body is suspended and you're just seeing like so much of Toronto or so much of the world, it is like crazy how meditative it was.
Right, because
I didn't
you're
experience
like on top of
anything
this
like
building.
that before. I didn't think it like I thought I would be there for the thrill, and when I'm up there, I felt like a roller coaster vibe. But no, I was like literally like the manifestations, like I'm healthy, blah blah blah. I say every day. It's like I was like. It was just flowing through me.
Yeah, it felt more like peaceful than thrilling. Like it was more like, because we're just standing there. There's only like the little things holding you, but there's no like nothing in front of you like stopping the view. So you're just like admiring the whole city, and you're like, wow.
And it was really therapeutic
We're
of the
here.
leaning. Yeah, because it's like we've been on very tall condo buildings with balconies that you see a really nice view. But like, yeah, that feeling you could literally like let go of yourself and this thing caught you.
Yeah.
You're just like in the air. It was really, I would recommend it to anyone.
I know. Because
so
even
cool.
if you're scared of heights, you don't feel like, because you can not look down and you can just not look down and you don't feel like you're very high up.
No, exactly. And the odds of anything going wrong are so low.
Yeah, well, like while we were there, I was thinking like, oh my god, you could make like a scary movie out of this.
Yeah, hands down.
But I didn't want to talk about it then because we were about to do it, so I was like,
wait,
I'm not gonna
tell me.
manifest.
But tell me now.
Well, don't steal my ideas.
Okay, do you want to keep it? Because I will make the movie with you.
I'll keep it.
Okay. Is it like a tower too? Like the one where the girls go up?
Kinda.
Okay.
We'll talk.
Because was it what I was saying about the wee?
No, but it could have something
Talk
to do.
for a sec. I'm about to cough bad.
But no, like when you first get there, they make you like step like your little toes outside of the floor. It's like a sidewalk on the top of the building.
Yeah, the
But
width
then
of
they
the
make you, like-
sidewalk, and honestly, you're suspended to a little pulley system.
And they make you like put your little toes out and look down. I couldn't do that one because it was like the first exercise we were doing. I was like, freaking out.
Yeah, okay, so she wanted you to put both your feet over the edge.
Over the edge.
And Seb
look
would do
down.
one at a time. Like, check the vlog. It's so cute.
Because I was shaking. I was like, because like the thing is, I don't trust my balance to go like that and then I'll go, whoa. But then I hadn't tested the stability of those cord. Because then afterwards, they're like, okay, look, like sit down on the air. And I'm like, I was able to do that one.
Right. Yeah, the first one, out of body experience, like walk closer to the edge. I'm like, I wasn't in my body. Like, I don't know how to experience it. My body was moving, but I felt like I was in slow motion.
Yeah.
And then by the time I was over the edge, I was like, am I not like, I thought I was hanging.
Oh my
Like,
God.
I thought maybe like my legs collapsed from nerves and I was just hanging in the air and the thing was holding me. That was what I was most comfortable about. They said that when you get out there, even if you leaned over the edge and like went, the thing would just bring you back.
Yeah.
So that
It was
to me
like
was
a
like,
seatbelt.
it's perfect. Yeah, I didn't feel anything nervous. But when we were getting into the harnesses, that's when things were a little intense because they're like doing kind of like a system of checking if you're ready for this mentally, physically, whatever, emotionally, spiritually. So they also, I guess, want to see if you're really like nervous, or maybe if you're having like
Alternative
a depressive
plans.
episode,
Like they
or
wanna
maybe
see-
if you are, for instance, super fucking stoned or super fucking drunk
Or if
like-
you have like anything that could like you could throw out and kill someone.
on shrooms.
Because they're like, they kept saying like, okay, so you're not chewing gum.
Yeah,
No, you don't have any coins. You
hiding
don't
a
have.
fucking drone in your mouth.
Yeah, like, do you have any coins, jewelry, blah, blah? You're like, no. And then they asked us like 7 more times.
And very like kind of like patronizingly being like, how are you today?
Yeah, looking in your eyes, like I felt like when I would like
I thought
go
I was
out.
in Black Mirror, bitch.
No, like when I would go out to the club and I would come back, and then Mama was like, "Okay, make sure you wake me up when you get back," and I would have to go up to her and be like, "Hey, Mom, I made it alive."
Approving
And
you're
she wakes up
sober.
and she's like, "How was your night?" Looking in my eyes.
Yeah.
That's what I felt like. They were like, "How you feeling today?" I'm like, "Girl, I'm sober." I'm like,
literally
"Good."
that.
She's like, "Are you scared of heights?" I'm like, "Just a little."
How many roller coasters have you been on? Like they would ask these questions, and you're just
and you're like, "Oh, 7."
like I already paid. I'm going to go up anyway.
But I get that.
Obviously, I'm
like,
scared.
they don't want someone to be high, because I feel like if someone goes high on weed or anything, on the weed, I'll do the weed.
on the weed. I'll do the pot with
That
y'all.
was an Angela quote. No, if they go up and they're high and they just like freak out, it could be so dangerous for
Angela,
everyone.
do you want to do the pot?
I'll do the pot. If you guys are doing the pot, I'll do the pot. As long as it's not illegal.
Oh, it's not legal. It's legal in this state, Angela.
Oh, okay. I'll do the pot with you guys.
Okay, but it comes in like a gummy form. Is that okay?
Oh, I love gummies.
But that's not the pot. We don't call it that.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's that one then?
We call it the crazy gums.
Oh, I love the crazy gums. Oh, we need Angela on the pod.
Oh my god, we could make her little edible gummy crazy eyes.
Oh, and she would eat them and cackle.
Okay, you were saying.
Oh, charcuterie
Okay,
boards.
so yeah, if you're up there, they want to make sure you're hot to go before.
Bad for weeks.
they want to make sure you're hot to go before you get to the top of the CN Tower. And the one person helping us goes, like I thought that they were coming for you, because Seb just kept answering with yes, yeah, and then they go, how are you? And Seb, Seb's, I guess you said good. I don't know.
No,
how are you
were
feeling
like-
today?
They're
You
like,
must have said something other than yeah.
no, they're like, oh, you feeling good? I'm like, yeah. And then they're like, oh, are you guys celebrating something? I'm like, yeah, it's our wedding anniversary.
And then I talked.
And then she said,
I was explaining.
oh, whose idea?
Yeah.
Was it your idea or his? I'm like, no, it was his.
So
And
you
then-
said more than yeah.
yeah. And then she goes, oh, you just keep saying yes, right? And I'm like, yeah. Because it's like, I said yes to marrying him, and now I said yes to doing this.
Right.
But
you
Dion,
said yeah a few more times in there. I don't know how, but it did happen, because she went, oh, you say yes a lot, but like it was immediately after I heard Seb say yeah like 4 times in a row. So I was like, oh my god, she's coming for him. Like he's obviously nervous in this moment, and you're trying to be like, excuse me, but you need to give me full sentence structure here, sir. I was like about to be like, excuse, if he's nervous, that's fine. He can say yes if he likes.
because she was just saying that because I said yes to marrying you.
Yeah,
and
I
misinterpreted. But you were like,
misinterpreted.
that girl was so rude to you. I'm like, was she?
Literally afterwards, I'm like, Seb, was that person being rude? And Seb goes, no, they were trying to say like, you say yes to
that
the
what I
proposal,
sound
then
like?
yes to the CN Tower Edgewalk. And I'm like, I was about to not fight, but like at least ask them to be nicer. And it was also just like, I guess, a combination of me perceiving them that way, because they would be like, sit down, stand up. No,
Yeah.
I told you to sit down.
Yeah,
And I was like, oh my gosh.
you can stay seated. Stand up now.
And
I'm
like,
like, girl.
like relax.
Oh, I guess they're doing that too, to see your
reaction
time and everything. Like they must like
Yeah,
pencil
that's
lot.
true, because I did feel like we were being tested to
'Cause they're
go
like
to like
left-
the fucking space
they're like
station.
left foot, right foot, blah, blah. I'm like, girl.
Like,
But it makes sense because
'Cause
like
if
you're
you're-
going all the way up
yeah.
to the highest building in Toronto,
ever.
and then like they want you not to push anyone off or
To
not to
listen to
jump or
them.
not to So makes sense.
Yeah, because imagine you're like just not giving responsive, you're wasted, and then you get up there, you have like an episode of like freak out, and you grab the person beside you and start swinging them around.
Yeah, or like you faint,
You faint,
and then they like have to like push you around.
and they can't get off.
Yeah.
Stop. Yeah, no. Yeah, because they did say to us like the no peeing for the whole hour and a half of the adventure, and I was like a little stressed that I would end up just pissing my pants.
Do you think?
Because what if worst case scenario?
Do you think someone has peed off the CN Tower?
Imagine. I assume probably. Maybe someone's like, girl, it's happening this moment. She's like, we can't get you off for 10 minutes. You know?
Because yeah, it's a long elevator up.
And you're walking around the whole... We thought we were going to stand on one edge of it. We walked around the entire fucking thing.
Yeah, when you get there and they're like, it's an hour and a half experience. I'm like, what? I thought we were just going up, seeing it, hanging for a little, and then coming down.
Nope.
But no, it was really cool. I would do it again.
I would too. I would warmly dress a little better.
Yeah, because it was windy as hell. Maybe like on a summer day.
Or like bring a hat under my helmet.
Well, I don't know if they let you, because we weren't even let one of your helmets. We're wearing helmets.
She wore a helmet
for the camera.
You know, but it's so cold.
Yeah, it was really windy.
I guess, yeah, the hat could blow away. That's true. But with the helmet, it wouldn't blow away. I was like, give me one of those.
I really liked, I feel like it was a great way to celebrate the anniversary.
Yeah, kissing you all the way at the top of the CN Tower was magical.
Because it's like very...
Like, that was so fucking cool.
Yeah, and it's like you'll never forget your first anniversary because we went
To the CN
to the CN Tower.
And like a month before we went indoor skydiving.
I know. I feel like now we have to keep finding different things for every anniversary.
Yeah, it doesn't always have to be thrill related.
On the 80th anniversary, we're
me.
going to be skydiving.
Yeah. I'll do that. I would skydive with you.
Really?
I wouldn't go like deep under the water. I think I've acknowledged that I need things to like happen quickly because I like at the end of the day, if it was too much for me to like go back home and be like, whoa, what was that? But I feel like if I'm underwater, there's too much of an option that's not going to happen.
And I just can't have things in my mouth that are plastic.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like makes me gag so bad.
Yeah, like at least if things go wrong in the air, you're like free.
Yeah.
Like your body feels free.
Because then also like
you don't feel trapped.
in the water, if it starts moving a lot, you're like seasick. I'm like, oh, I want to puke.
Yeah, no. The most I'll do, you know what I will do for you though? Obviously, I will go on a cruise. Because I'm going to go on a cruise with Sebb soon. Yeah, we've been together for 9 years. He's finally getting me on a cruise.
Oh my God, and it's going to be during our...
10 years?
During our second wedding anniversary.
That's so cute.
So we'll find something to do there.
Yeah, that's like our thrill of next year.
I love it.
Be more. I really do. And yeah, we wanted to talk about more just like gay sex, relationship, etc., things in future episodes. If you guys have any relationship or questions on anything or themes that you'd want to hear us talk about, let us know.
Write your request to the very rude mothers. That's
yes, and you can go to patreon.com/Sebastian to see all the tiers, like getting photos signed and sent from us to you every month and more. And please give us 5 stars wherever you listen to podcasts.
But I was gonna talk
about
well, I had something else.
I have so much to talk about. Girl, get over Heartstopper. She's obsessed. I literally thought Heartstopper would be a touch and go. I have nothing written down about it.
It was like
you
my
have a full
main
thesis.
topic.
Full thesis.
It was my main topic.
Okay, get into it more.
Jesus.
Get into it.
Well, we see in Heartstopper, like they're all like, I love how they made that theme also, like all the couples.
Do you love it?
I love it. No, all the couples just like having sex because it's like it's very real. It's very true.
Wait,
but
they were all having sex in the same room?
No, with their partners.
I missed their partners. Their first time was an orgy?
No,
okay.
That was our movie almost coming out soon.
You'll
check it out
very soon.
The Apprentice.
You'll see us.
No, in the show, I was like so refreshed to see because it's like you never see that from like an LGBT show.
I'll have to give it a rewatch because I was asleep.
I feel like it was very cute, very like.
I just heard someone go, "You're fucking hot."
That was Nick talking about Charlie when he first took his shirt off for the first time.
Like whispering sweet nothings to me in a British accent.
I'm like, you're fucking hot. No, it was very cute because it's like you never see these shows with like queer storylines that are just like about like partners, just like
queer is queering.
Yeah, partners partnering. You know,
I
like
agree.
Boyfriend, girlfriend. Like it doesn't have to be like extreme orgy parties, but it's just like because I feel like everyone in the queer community goes through their first times and everything.
Yeah, well, we're all so multifaceted as humans, and I think breaking down that barrier and just showing we're all people is really exciting because I know a couple other gay creatives that will be doing that soon in the same industry.
Yo. No, but it was very cool seeing like the openness about it as well, Cause
Yeah, like they open that shit up like Demi Moore and the Substance.
yeah, and it's like even like in schools, when I was in school and they did like sex ed, the more they did, they taught us how to use a condom, wear a condom. They taught us about STDs, but like they never talk about like queer sex or like anything, because that would be like ungodly. But it's like
I can't
it needs to
say
happen.
gay butt sex in front of the youth.
Because it's like butt sex isn't just gay. Like a
No.
lot of straight people like butt sex.
We're gonna do a whole episode about it next, and let me tell you, we'll get into it.
Y'all,
Because I have
learn
things to say.
Things.
We'll leave it for that because there is so much to say about that. But yeah, it's
bottoming. It's not
when
just
they say
for bottoms.
representation matters. It's not like some like snowflake bullshit, girl. It's like real stories do matter,
Yeah.
and stories are at the base of like human experience.
Uh-huh.
So people who are like, I saw the media and what they want you to believe. It's like every word that comes out of your mouth, every interaction you have, it's a story.
Yeah.
It's an experience. So if you're not getting on board with like the very basis of like who we are, the core of who we are, it's delusion.
Delusion.
Mixed in with a little bit of anger. And I'm not about it. It's so rude.
So rude.
So
You know what was kind of so
get
rude
on board
also?
with get on board with there being lots of educational books, lots of educational things
Stories.
in the world, because they're not going away.
You know what was so rude during our anniversary as well?
Oh, girl, tell me.
We, after the CN Tower, we took a little walk that was like 45 minutes to an hour to a restaurant.
Seb had to highlight to you all the specific time.
No,
it
I
took
love
us to
walking
get to the
with you,
restaurant.
because the whole time we were walking and holding your hand and we were laughing, I was like, oh, I love that I found my best friend that I always have a great time with.
Me too. I'm glad you came to that conclusion. Because yeah, I love walking around like on our honeymoon. It was one of my favorite things, just walking around each city with you for like hours.
Mm-hmm.
And I miss that. That's why I try to go on lots of walks and bike rides with you since we came back. And it's like, yeah, I love it. It's just
I love it.
grounds me, I guess. And then you were like, oh, but it's so long, shouldn't we Uber? And I'm like, girl, 40-minute walk is not long. If you think about how much we walked on our honeymoon, it's true.
Yeah, no, but I just like my feet were hurting. But no, that wasn't the so rude part. I love that part. We get to this restaurant. We really wanted to go to Italy. Italy. How do you pronounce it? Italy?
Which I thought it was just like an Olive Garden, because I'd only been in one in an airport before. I didn't know it was a little cutesy market with prosciutto
Yeah, it's like
and cheeses.
you walk
And
into Italy.
oh, I was like mad at myself for not buying prosciutto, but you gotta, pro tip, buy before you eat.
Because if you eat before you buy, you're not going to buy anything because
No,
nothing
girl.
looks good.
Only the gelato.
Yeah. But we get there to the restaurant, we get the table, and we're like, okay, let's like share a pizza, and we'll each get a plate, a different thing. So we order a Diavola pizza.
Which was my idea. Seb was only going to get the eggplant parm, and then I was going to get an eggplant parm. And I was like, girl, it's not going to be enough food. Let's split a pizza.
I said split a pizza.
Well, because I wasn't going to get one pizza each as well.
But they bring the pizza, because the eggplant parm was really good. I'll give them that.
Okay.
It was 10 out of 10.
Divine. Like, probably almost better than the one we made in Italy.
But the pizza, the
Almost.
Diavolo pizza, they bring it.
Don't get it twisted.
It was the size of my face
Maybe a bit smaller.
for an Italian restaurant, and it looked like it was like one of those frozen pizzas that you just like you buy, you put in the oven.
No, giving Costco.
I was like, girl, this is not Italy.
Yeah, I was
Standards.
underwhelmed. The only reason I didn't say anything is because it was like our anniversary,
Right.
and I wasn't like that mad
'Cause
because
we
the
always
meat
just
on the
eat.
pizza was good.
Yeah, we always just eat. Just eat.
Yeah, we don't really care. We're not complainers.
But
But I was kind of like thinking to myself, we really didn't need the mocktail. That was rude. Because their mocktail options, like if I'm asking for a mocktail, if I'm coming to your establishment as like someone who's not drinking alcohol and I ask for a mocktail and you don't excite me and be like, oh, we got this banging mocktail, I'm pissed.
Because I think that girl was new or something.
Well, they were like, I don't know, check the menu. And I was like, there's no mocktails on your menu. You're telling me no one has ever come in here and asked for a
There
mocktail?
were mocktails in the menu. We got it.
Oh, right. No. Sure.
No, but the girl was like, because like I think it was the girl's first time working there or something, because she kept asking questions that was like obvious. She was like, do you guys want forks? I'm like,
Yeah. Okay. It was just weird vibes.
no, she brings the food. It's just like, do you guys want a different, like she brings two
Actually, she
plates?
asked you like, would you like a fork knife or a spoon.
No, because she
and you
was
were
like,
like, "Oh, Liba."
she brings the eggplant parm in 2 plates for us, and she's like, "Do you guys want a different dish to eat it from, or is that good?" I'm like,
You mean a side plate?
this is good, I guess. And then she leaves it, and she's like, "Oh, and do you guys want cutlery? Do you guys want fork, knife, spoon?" I'm like, a fork and a knife? I don't know, bitch. I don't work here. I don't know how I'm supposed to eat it. And then she comes back, and we're like, you're like, "Do you guys have mocktails?" She's like, "Let me get you the menu." And then she gets us a menu, and then she leaves, and we're like,
and I knew what I was trying to say. My so rude thing was the mocktails. Like, if I go to a place, I want the mocktails to give like fruity, juicy, yummy, like sangria, not fucking bitter, fucking like trying to imitate a whiskey sour. No, like that's not my vibe.
That was giving whiskey sour.
I just want something juicy and fruity to make me feel like I'm drinking a cocktail.
Oh my god, ugh! I remember.
But they literally only had the nasty options, like the things you would get if you were into a martini. Which I'm sorry, a martini with an olive is not for me.
I'm trying to get into martinis.
No, Seb is getting into espresso martinis, and
That's
he is such a liar because he
espresso.
never drinks normal martinis.
No, that's why I'm saying I'm trying to get into martinis next time I
But you're
drink.
not trying. You never once tried.
I'm not a functional alcoholic. I'm not trying constantly. I'm saying next time
I'm like, after this episode when 5
I
o'clock
want to see you
hits.
try.
When 5 o'clock hits.
No, but remember that era that we would go to clubs and we would be like, "I'll get an amaretto sour."
Yeah.
Ugh.
See, but at least that's a bit fruity.
But that's
or
why.
a bit like, yeah,
That's
I'm just
why
not
I
a,
would
I'm not a
have acid
dry.
reflux.
Okay. I don't like dry. I consider the dry liquor family, like a cognac and all that stuff. Not for me.
Cognac? Isn't it cognac?
Cognac.
Cognac.
Cognac. Because I love a good. I'm sick. No, but I love a good like dry wine. But I'm not gonna. If I'm drinking a hard liquor, I don't want to taste the liquor usually.
Yeah.
I'm kind of that basic twink in that way.
I feel that. Unless it's tequila.
No,
but
period. I'm talking vodka.
If I'm
Like vodka,
drinking,
I have a trauma because I used to just drink that shit straight. So it's like this thing with me now. Even if it's a mocktail, it has to be fruity.
yeah, like if I'm drinking a mocktail, I want like the presentation.
Yes.
I want the extraness. Like I'm not getting the alcohol, but I want the cute glass with a little
Yeah, but don't give me the fucking
thing.
pine. I don't want the pine.
pine.
I want like the lemon or the fruit or I don't know. Give me a little sugar on top.
And you know what?
I don't want the fucking
also-
pine. I hate fucking pine. And you know what I hate more than pine in my drinks? Cilantro in my fucking burritos.
Well, I didn't get your cilantro.
It's the same vibe for me.
No, but talking about that passion that you have for mocktails,
Yeah.
I feel like I share that passion towards nachos, and I wanted to talk about it last time, but I forgot. Nachos.
I would like to hear your truth about
I feel like
nachos.
it's very hard to get a good nacho.
Speak on it.
Like, I've gone to plenty restaurants, ordered
And the nachos have been
I don't
nacho
know
fave.
if they make them shit on the plates and then they wait an hour and then bring it to me because
Well, that's how you get it fermented enough. Seb. It needs
No,
to be
like-
the dairy is lactose free.
literally.
So like if I'm lactose intolerant and I'm shitting on the plate for you, it needs to ferment back into dairy.
Like when I get a nacho, I want it to be warm, and like I want it to grab and the cheese to be melted, but like stringy, like fresh.
Okay, so what's your strategy? Like how?
No, I don't
that
know
seems
because
like a high
I
maintenance
go to some
request,
restaurants. No,
unless
Dion,
you-
like
unless you know how to execute that.
the restaurants that I've been to that I order nachos, I grab the nacho, the whole plate comes with it together because the cheese is so stuck to each
That's like
other.
Quintessential
and
Canadian
cold.
nachos, though.
Yeah, and they're cold, and I'm like, girl, this is not a nacho.
They'll be cold. They'll be rock hard, and you might lose a tooth.
And then the cheese is all like chewy. It's not fresh. It's not nacho
Right.
vibes.
Okay,
So it
you know
went to
what?
the-
Like I'm actually gonna do as a late anniversary gift
Good nachos.
today. I'm gonna make you good nachos.
Thank you.
Because I actually could probably change your world. I'm gonna,
Really?
yeah, I'm gonna maybe for a mukbang, I'm gonna make you a nacho plate and it's gonna be fucking delicious.
Okay, I'm excited. Because my favorite nacho cheese, honestly,
Crispy. I want it. I want the edges burnt off the plate. Like it needs not like on the pan. It drips down so much that the ends are crispy.
yeah,
But
but
then
I
the stuff on
like,
top is stretchy.
yeah, like
And
I
it has
like,
to be layered. I don't want cheese on the.
Yeah,
You know what I
when
mean?
they put all the cheese on top and then the
No.
bottom half a pound of
No,
chips.
fuck that.
It's just
Fuck
regular chip without anything. I'm like, girl, like what?
No, like if they do that with my poutine, I go back and I say, dig a hole and put gravy.
Yeah, it's the layering. And
Period.
also,
Period.
because we went to the VIP movie theater when we went to the Substance, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to get some nachos. And I was like, it's a movie theater. They're going to bring the classic melted cheese and the nachos, which is like my favorite. I know you hate it, but it's like my favorite.
No.
And I'm like
I'm gonna maybe not make nachos for you then. Because I was going to go.
Things got really
They
busy.
did.
Extremely fast.
Thank you for hanging out with Crazy Eyes
and Miss Angela. I would have won this game, Julie.
Let us know if you have any costume ideas for us, because we want to know.
October is here to stay.
And we love you all.
Love you, besties. Shout out to the
the
demonetized besties
and the Rainbow Clown besties.
Stay clowning. And shout out to Manny for being the Sebastian Collector.
Manny, we love you. If you want to become a Sebastian Collector or receive signed pictures from us every month or other cool stuff, check out patreon.com/Sebastian, where you can see all 5 seasons of the podcast, full video and audio episodes. Anything else you want to plug?
Besties. Oh, there's some things I'd like to plug, but I can't say them here.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
I'm a homie being sus, freaked up. Does he know I noticed? Does he want some? Call my homie being sus, don't get caught. Tell us girl we're just chilling while I taste him. Call my homie